esports fans, as we have a matchup for you guys tonight. Jade Rabbit set to take on Krakens, as Zerf and Zenz are going to be
So yeah,
playing against Nate and Kip. Kip, of course, right up there at the tippy top of that leaderboard in third place with the point totals and goals, as he looks to make a difference tonight between these two matchups. Jade Rabbit, of course, a perfect 2-0. Krakens 1-1, as both these teams looking to solidify their place at the top of each of their divisions.
we're not live, right? Oh,
As we get the lobby all set up here, making sure all the players have decent ping, as we are almost set to get this one underway, making sure Kip can get in here on his account, as all these players almost ready and raring to go. Like you said, we're trying to make sure none of these epic servers are super wonky, as they have been a little bit under stress recently. I've had wild ping, and my internet's pretty darn good. But between these two teams, who do you think is going to be able to take the win tonight, Fish?
Um, I don't even know. I haven't seen either of these two teams play. And I'm pretty sure Zer's teammate is someone new also. So both these teams are playing with pretty new teammates who they were not with on the first week.
Well, I know Zerf extremely good mechanically. He can kind of take any 1v1, 2v1 scenario and kind of turn it into his advantage. And on the other side, I know Kip, an extremely strong defender, as well as a good offensive presence. Like I said, third on the leaderboard for this franchise league, as he has been nothing short of impeccable through the first two games. And I think it's going to be a pretty close one. I have to give the nice homie bonus to Zerf though, so I'm thinking Jade Rabbit's probably going to be able to take it tonight.
I'm gonna have to go with Krakens because I am the franchise manager of Krakens, so I can't, I have to go with my boys.
There's always has to be a little bit of disparity in the booth, you know.
Yeah, I gotta go with my team because they kind of need to win this game, but so do both teams since they're
Yep.
fighting for those top two spots.
So Jade Rabbits, like I said, a perfect 2-0, where the Kraken a 1-1 presence. And both these teams, like you said, looking to solidify, making sure they can get some wins here tonight. And Kip, like I said, going to be the player to watch on the side of Krakens, and I think Zerf going to be the player to watch on the side of Jade Rabbits.
Definitely.
So, guys, still warming up here. So, about a minute 30 left as everyone kind of testing their ping out, making sure that everything is a-okay. Like I said, Kip just got in here a little bit ago, making sure his account is all set up correctly. The Rocket
Zenzo is
League.
also going to be a player. He's number 2 in the player rankings.
Rocket League in a best of 7 series, a lot of it comes down to a lot of mentality. So being able to mentally reset after a game, making sure that you can kind of get back into your same rotation, your same groove, and kind of force the other team to play at a pace that maybe they don't want to. And I think going to be a big key factor here tonight, as both these teams have very mechanically inclined players at the top of the board, like you had said, 2 and 3 respectively. But we shall come to a consensus here. Maybe after the first game, I think whoever wins the first game, it's going to be big. I think
oh
that
yeah.
might even decide the whole series. Because, like I said, neither of these teams have a lot of wiggle room, and good teams like these guys are adapt to their playstyles extremely effectively, making sure that they can get as much of an advantage as they can just by adapting as the play goes on, whether it's after a game, during a game, or any time, any spot in between. And Kip especially has been good on that for the first two games. Has found decent challenges throughout the midfield. Has had a plethora of saves that have been right on the line that have really saved his team throughout the two games they played, even in that loss. And Zerf not letting this ball drop for whatever reason as the game fights on. And there it is. All right, guys, we're looking to get into the series right now as we head down to the pitch. So Jade Rabbits versus the Krakens. It's going to be Zerf and Zenzar versus Nate and Kip. Like I said, I'm going to bet on Jade Rabbits here. And you're, of course, the nice GM for Kraken, so you're not going to bet against your team unless you're you got some money right on it or something. You know, hint, hint, wink, wink.
Well, they need to win, and I need them to win. You know.
Looking to equalize it. As I said, Jade Rabbits a perfect 2-0 thus far. Kraken's 1-1. So looking to take them down a peg, making sure they're on even footing for the games to come. So, guys, if you haven't watched the stream before, or haven't watched the league before, every time each team is streamed once per season, and the rest of their games are best of 5. But when you are on stream, it is a best of 7. So it's a basic show match where you have a best of 7 series. You try and put it all out there on the table for the viewers, for the fans, and for your team. As we get set to load into Manfield, and both these teams going to take to the pitch. And as we await the call from our wonderful moderator here, so that these two teams can get going, who do you think scores the first goal here?
Honestly,
Who's the aggressive one that gets that first dub?
It's gonna be Zerf. Zerf's gonna score the first goal in this match. Calling it right now.
Zerf's gonna take it.
Yes.
Zerf, a traditionally aggressive player. I think he's all but proven that time and time again throughout the leagues that I have cast him in. Like I said, able to take those 2v1s, 1v1 scenarios extremely well, and he definitely can take it to the rack with his ball control. So going to predict that Jade Rabbit's going to take the first goal, but not take the series. That's bold. I like it.
Yes. They're gonna get false hope, and then my team's gonna take it away.
Well, that's the thing too. Like once you can adjust, once you get a certain play style down, know how somebody else can react to the ball. Kraken's definitely going to have a spot to take advantage of Jade Rabbits in this series. And it's looking like the teams are joining up. So Zenzar and Zerf on one side, Kip and Nate Insane on the other. As we get set for a best of 7 series, guys. Let us know in chat who you got. Who's going to score the first goal? And we are underway. Zenzar, you know, take the face off. Kip just going to slam this one down. Zerf is going to play some passive defense along that backboard. Zerf, not much boost in the tank, but he'll take it down. Has some space in front of him. Nate trying to get back behind, looking for a demo play. Cuts it off instead. And Nate able to get the push across. Zenzar all alone. Kip along the boards. He'll look to control, but Zerf takes an aggressive challenge. Kip open net the other way and Kraken on the board early.
Well, I'm definitely happy I was wrong.
So maybe a reverse caster curse here by Fish. Kip not liking what he said in the pregame, scored the first goal as Zerf, a hard commit onto the first challenge of the game from him. And Zerf looking to make up for it. Reset, shot on it in, and Zerf, an extreme angle, and what a shot as he puts it on.
Zerf would just scored 7 seconds sooner. That would have been right.
So 1-1. Zerf trying to create some clips already with his first goal. Nate Insane up the sidewall. Zerf just gonna block it back to corner. Kip, last man, he's just gonna do shadow as Nate has done a good job demoing Zerf off that ball, making sure he doesn't take any kind of control, as they know he is extremely dangerous when he does get the time bumped downfield, and Nate Insane scored it, but set up there by Kip.
That's gotta be annoying. Kip's just over there chasing you. Oh man.
Kip doing a great job making sure to box out Zerf in that backfield. After the respawn, it was a transition goal the other way. And props to Nate for holding up, making sure he bought enough time to get that open net. Kip Pinch back down in front. Surf not able to get the touch. Open it out in front. Nate shot far side and in. And Nate kind of running away with it here as Kraken. Quick goals off of these challenges. And Nate Insane pots one. Courtesy of Kip.
They're definitely finishing their opportunities this game.
So 3-1 Kraken. Already establishing themselves early. Jade Rabbits gonna have to adjust a little bit because their original style did not work. Zerf trying to do a kind of solo jaunt down the field, has gotten demoed or bumped every single time, and then they transition it upfield into that same kind of offense. So Kraken's coming in with a clear game plan. They shout on that Zenzar. And then just push aside. He doesn't have a boost to follow this one, so Kraken gonna gain possession. Kip back down in front. Zerf gonna have to take it to the far side as he's gonna go for the air dribble. Zerf giving a little time. Has Zenzar on that far side. Flip reset. Back down in front. Zenzar with a 50, but not enough. Kip out in front. Zerf will take it. And this one gonna sit near that midfield line. Nate, he'll just spin around for this. Zenzar gets a piece of it. Kip back down off the sidewall. Zerf looking for it. Shot. Looks for a dunk. Short side. Nate back out in front, and Zerf gets the angle. And with the follow-up, Zerf. Great solo play here.
That's another great goal by Zerf.
We talked about it in the pregame. Zerf, one of those players that can make any kind of 2v1, 1v1 work because of his mechanics, because of his positioning. And a great initial shot there. Nate so far back into his own net. Off that field awareness from Zerf, and a good 50 out in front. Kip shot back out in front, and Nate gets the goal. And Kraken by no means determined to win this game as they get that 50 out in front. Kip, a nice force through two players, and Nate with the goal.
They're not giving Jade any chance to catch this game up.
Kraken have accelerated their pace of play anytime there has been a goal from the side of Jade Rabbits. And Nate, touch over one. Zenzar back downfield. Zerf 1v1 against Nate. He'll wait it out. Tries to force it to the opposite side. Kip stops on the dime, forces it to 50, but back over midfield. Kip forced to take this one down to corner. Zerf has Zenzar in mid. They follow up. Back out in front. Zenzar was looking for a deflection, but Nate over the top of him. Just takes it on out. Zenzar gonna play it back down to himself. Looks for a little reset as Nate with a touch off wall. Lead pass from Zerf. Big redirect. That one on. And Kip with a big save from the side of Kraken. Zerf cuts it back inside. Looks for a flick over top, but this one is going to trail to the far side. Zerf can't do anything about that as Zenzar is going to retreat, grab all that boost. We'll take a 50 in midfield. Zerf able to get a touch on it to send it deep as he gets a pinch as well to try and center it. Nate having a rough time on the ball. Zerf fakes the initial challenge as Kip goes up for the save. And that one, had it been put on net, Kip might not have been able to get to it. Zerf doing a good job trying to mind game that one out. Zenzar, good touchdown. Zerf looking for the foot race down the other way. Nate gets bumped off. Zerf up over one, has some space in midfield, but Nate going to be able to take it as Zerf did not have any boost. Zenzar with the initial challenge. Nate goes for the air dribble bump as Zerf pulls a cucumber, cuts away from him. Kip back up that side. Zenzar, a touch over Nate. Looking for another touch. Nate 1-on-1 against the Zerf. Big flick on. Zerf, big save on the line, but still out front. Zenzar with a huge save as Kip rushes in. And a great team play there by Jade Rabbits. Able to keep that one out of the net. Long shot, short side. And again, Kraken with the answer. 51 seconds left here. Jade Rabbit need 2 goals, and they need them now. A demo. Back pass to Zenzar, just missing as Kip rushes this one down. Back to midfield. Zerf with a long clear. A little chip and chase as this one goes up the wall. Zerf leaving that one for Zenzar off the backboard, and Nate able to find the defense needed. 30 seconds left. Nate over one. Zenzar with an aggressive challenge, but it's not going to be enough. And Kip gonna put in the dagger. And can't fault Jade Rabbits for trying to get aggressive there at the end of the game. Trying to put some in to tie it up. But Kip able to seal this one for the side of Kraken for game 1.
That's how it goes. When you're losing with seconds left, you got a full push, and you get scored, That's just how it is.
Like we had talked about earlier, Rocket League, a big game about mental state about the mentality of trying to get back and play your absolute best, even after a loss. Pass across, looking for momentum at the end of the game, and Zenzar put a dime out to Zerf, but a excellent save right on the line, and Kip is going to kill this one off, and Krakens taking game one.
Both teams played pretty good, but Krakens put away a lot of chances.
Yeah,
Jade's just
Jade
needs to start
Rabbits
putting away.
lacking a little control that game. We talked about how Zerf, one of these players that can handle the ball extremely well, did not get many chances to dribble or control it on the sidewall, where he kind of likes to take it up, force an air dribble, force one of those challenges in midair where he can kind of win a 50 and let his teammate follow up. Was kept mainly grounded that time and getting either demoed or bumped from behind or immediately pressured whenever he had the ball. So good strategy from Kraken coming in early. And Kip doing a good job setting Nate up for a lot of these plays. Was killer in the corners, especially in the offensive zone. So look for Kraken to try and use and abuse that same strategy heading into game two.
Yeah, this match was definitely a very grounded game, which is not what you expect from players like Kip and Zerf, you know what I mean, who are very mechanical. But if that's what Krakens are going to do, if that's how they're going to win, they're going to keep doing it.
So maybe going to look for a little more of these tic-tac-toe passing plays, as they were positioned to try and take a few of those during that game. Were a little off with some of their passes as they went on. But like you said, this action mainly focused around the midfield, not much play going through those sidewalls, not a lot of air dribbles that we're kind of accustomed to seeing between these two teams, especially some of these players. So we'll see if that adjustment comes through and if they can get to those sidewalls and try and force it down into the corners. We may see some big redirects, some big rebound opportunities for either end. Yep. And you guys can just keep rejoining. That's fine. So a little bit of a question in chat if they were just supposed to rejoin or not, as we're just recapping the game for the most part. So Zerf and Zenzar now down one in the series, cracking a phenomenal first game, and Nate and Sade especially with those initial bumps, the initial demos to keep Zerf out of play. Kip with a little mind game trying to take a 50 on the backside of his car. Zerf getting bumped out of that play. Kip, it's sent as Zerf just puts it to the other end. Kip back in time to get a touch. But Kip, almost a double-edged sword with the bump as he sent Zerf across the field into that ball. Kip, redirect that's going to go wide. Zenzar not even get the chance to challenge as Zerf comes back out over top. Nate with a 50. And now 2v1 the other way. Zenzar has Zerf in midfield. Zenzar waits. Flick to the backboard. Far side. And Kip, great shadow defense, just clocks it all the way. Looks for a 50. Bumps Zerf instead. So Nate forced to hit that one as he felt the pressure coming. Kip trying to get back across in time. Zenzar, big 50. Still out in front. Zerf fakes the challenge. Nate with the jump at it. And that one just going to float in. Zerf with a little mind game of his own here. And now Jade Rabbits up 1-0.
Wow, I didn't know. I can't believe he even went for that. That is crazy.
Great initial fake as Nate and Sane came all the way across the net, pre-jumped it, and was not able to recover in time for that little floater that the boost turn was able to put on. So Zerf coming in with a new strategy for the side of Jade Rabbits, trying to slow the game down a little bit. When he does get that space, tries to hold on to it, makes them come to him. Like I said, a mechanically inclined player, he can make you miss if he does have control. So Kip looking to change the pace of play now as he rushes that one. Far side shot, and Zerf able to control it, but Kip gonna immediately demo him. So Kraken coming in with the exact same game plan. Just try and get Zerf off the ball, get some demos, get some bumps downfield, and look for some of these transition plays where they can get the 2v1. And a hard shot there for Zerf to save. Tries to get him back in control. Kip Not going to force the 50 across the midfield line. He'll let Nate challenge it instead. Zenzar. A foot race down to corner. Nate tries to push that one to the far side. Zenzar has Zerf in mid, but cut off by Kip as that one was not challenged for. Kip. Sidewall. Rudy bouncing shot to the backboard that comes down. Nate trying to get the shot as Zenzar was up for that one. Tries for the back pass. Zerf trying to cut it inside instead. He'll get the flick to the sidewall. Kip forces it back down in front. Dangerous play there as there was two people right out in front for the side of Jade Rabbits. Long shot that's going to glance off that sidewall. All the way up to the backboard. Zerf clear into space. Kip able to get the challenge with Zerf. Back as Nate demos him. And again, we see the same strategy come out of Kraken. Zerf gonna have to do something with Zenzar. Try and get an opportunity downfield, whether it's just a long clear, a chip and chase, and allowing Zerf to just kind of challenge and force a 50. They have to do something differently, or Zerf is just gonna get burned every time. Kip. Long shot. Nate forces the 50 across. Now Kip. Kip tries to push that one on net, and he gets a bump instead. Nate with a follow-up, but look out the other way. Zerf now with some boost as he misses the big pack. Never mind. Had a chance there as he did get the initial step on both the players on Kraken. Zerf tried for a little bump play of his own, but Nate, initial challenge out. Little tic-tac-toe passing play. Nate backward in front. Kip with a shot it in, and he's able to tie it up 1-1.
Wow. Jade Rabbits are definitely getting used to the play style the Krakens are trying to put at them, and they're definitely taking advantage of it.
Yeah, Kraken doing a good job in midfield like they were last game. Making sure to get some of those redirects off that backboard. Now 2 touches. So they've made the initial save extremely hard for the side of Jade Rabbits to make, resulting in that rebound that they were able to just pot on the net. Zerf maybe in trouble here as Nate just peels off, but he takes it the other way. Nate grabs all the boost, but Zerf the shot on and in as Kip late to the transition to defense. Maybe a little miscommunication from the side of Krakens about who was supposed to get that ball.
Also, that very unfortunate bounce off the sidewall. They probably did not want that to happen at all.
That is one thing that you cannot do. Allow Zerf to try and get that angle to net as he is extremely good at placing shots. Zenzar open net opportunity and he makes it count. And now 2 quick goals from Jade Rabbits with a minute left. That might just seal the deal here for them as they look to even this series up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, it's gonna this next kickoff is gonna really matter for Krakens if they want to come back and get this game overtime.
Zenzar, good face-off. Zerf can be able to take it. Nate takes the initial challenge. Kip, Zerf tried to cut it under him. Kip, great patience there as he was able to get the save. Zenzar forces a 50 now. Jade Rabbits doing a good job trying to pressure Kraken in their defensive front, not letting them get out of here for these 2v1 plays. Kip, good center. Nate right on the line. What a save from Zerf as he gets the touch. Now Zenzar looking to hit him downfield. Zerf gets a bump instead. Has to try and cut back into it. Now look out, Kip. The other end. Nate, center. Back out in front, but Kip had peeled off as Zerf had dove back down to that end line. Nate plays into Zerf. Gets the recovery, sends a big shot and in, and that one will seal the deal, and Jade Rabbit's going to be able to even this series up at 1-1.
Definitely taking advantage of Kraken's panicking. And that double commit was huge, too.
So Jade Rabbits, great adjustment this game. Zerf now not waiting around for the ball, not waiting to try and control it as much. He's taking some short touches, tries to force the 50, and gets it to the air. He was trying to dribble before, but now has popped it up to force that last member from Kraken up for it to make a save, push it to an area where him and Zenzar are able to take control of it, or at least force a challenge. So Jade Rabbit's a good adjustment coming into game 2. We'll see what Krakens does in game 3.
It almost seems like Krakens is actually playing too fast because Surf is definitely taking advantage of those whiffs and those double commits.
Yeah, Zerf initially at the beginning of this game had slowed it down. Whenever he took possession of the ball, he basically stopped and waited for Krakens to kind of come to him for the initial challenge. And like I said, he is a player that can make you miss. And when he does, if he gets in those 1v1 scenarios like we had seen during the course of this game, he will punish you as he gets 2 goals on the board. Zenzar doing a good job supporting and making sure to follow up with that second challenge extremely quickly. And Jade Rabbits able to take one back.
I think both these teams need to probably just slow it down and just try to get that first goal. That's what seems as both teams, every time they scored that first goal, they got so much momentum.
And it does kind of lend itself to that mentality. Score first and just kind of defend the lead as much as you can. Force that other team to try and take some commits maybe they don't want to do. If they're nervous, if they panic a little bit, there are spots where you can take advantage. And we did see a few last game, like that miscommunication that ultimately got Jade Rabbits that kind of go ahead goal in the corner. Reserve just kind of took it around the boards himself. Nobody challenged him, nobody back at net. And when you play at a high level like these guys do, any kind of positioning, any kind of weakness you can exploit like that. Pass across. Nate had cut back inside. Nate getting a bounce shot off the ceiling back down. Zerp forces that 50. That one goes to the length of the field to the far side. Zenzar now in a foot race against Nate. Tries to cut this one back inside, and Nate able to get the touch over top. And Kip back out in front. Zenzar shot. That one just off. And again, out in front, Zenzar able to find the goal, and relentless pressure there by Jade Rabbits. And Zenzar, a good initial shot to force Nate across, and the follow-up, Zenzar able to pot it in.
They hit every place that the ball just doesn't go in. I built both posts.
Surf. Up the sidewall. Nate. Tries to the challenge. Kip with the follow-up. Zenzar. A glance off backboard. Kip is going to try and turn back into this one, but a great demo from behind by Zerf. Heads up play as he realized Kip was just going to try and take that off that first touch. Nate. To the sidewall. Lets Kip handle it instead. Good challenge by Zenzar, but it's out in front. Nate shot. Short side as that one off the post and out. Kip. Just going to lob it back in. Little chip and chase play as Zerf takes control. Zenzar up over one. Looks for a double. Can't get it as Zerf was all the way in the backfield, getting kind of bullied out. And Kip a good 50 underneath as he bides his time, put on the brakes, and made sure to get a second touch. Zerf, not much he can do there aside from force that one into him. Did not have much of an angle to try and push it to corner.
He forced Zerf's hand, and Zerf did the challenge he did, and that's just how it happens.
So 1-1. All sewn up here as Nate 1v1 against Zerf. Zerf, a good cut across, but Kip right there to support Kraken. So quick on these second follow-ups. And a demo from behind. Zerf now to 2v1. Zerf gets the reset up over top. Kip, big save, and a great defensive effort there by Kraken. Zenzar, a touch back down. Zerf hops in. Zenzar, he'll try and wave dash across. Good challenge. As he tries to push this one back to mid. He'll let Zerf take it instead. Kip. Sidewall play. Zenzar. Quick shot. That one might sneak in and does. Zenzar, great field awareness, noticing both defenders on that side of the field. Puts it to that far side, and Zenzar with an absolute rocket under the bar.
Yeah, Krakens is definitely doing a lot of double commits and miss rotations, and Jade is definitely punishing them.
Zerf looking for a double tap it in, and now Jade Rabbit starting to feel themselves a little bit. Win a face-off. Good touch by Zenzar, and Zerf, what a finish. So 3-1, still 3 minutes left. Anybody's game, as we have seen Kraken, time and time again. Kip, long flick, that one off the backboard, and Zerf forced to commit out. Zenzar, good initial fake. Cuts it back inside. Nate last minute goes for the bump and sets Zerf up for that play. But this one was all Zenzar as he takes it coast to coast and gets the bump.
He's giving him a taste of their own medicine, just bumping him out of the way.
Taking a play at a Kraken's book as Zenzar, a huge play against Nate Insane in the backfield, setting Zerf up for that goal.
He's just showing him how it's done.
Yep. Small tap across Zerf. A small tap in return. And now they will play bumper cars in midfield. A awkward rule one as it was a T-bone instead. Zerf absolutely pinballing cars around as Zenzar finally clears this one into some open space. Yeah. Far side, Nate had Kip on the opposite end, couldn't get the hit. Now look out the other way. Zerf, sidewall play, and he can't control it as Kip rotates back out. Nate Insane. Fake off the initial touch. He'll take a long floater of a shot, and he looks for the air dribble bump. But this one sneaks in as Kip. Perfect placement as he puts that one up and under the bar.
Zenzar literally had it covered. Like, his car is just so long, and he just puts the crossbar down. Any lower, and I think Zenzar would have had a piece of that.
Yeah, not much room as Kip threads the needle to the short side. And Zerf has some space. Gets the reset underneath the pass out in front. What a play as Zerf. A great picturesque pass as he fakes the reset. Instead just goes for the touch mid to Zenzar.
Yeah, you can definitely not leave Zerf with space. They've been punished almost every time that Zerf's had his little freedom in the air.
Zerf, kickoff win. He'll grab the boost as well as Kip trying to shadow him up the wall. Zerf looking for a double tap and in. And Zerf now with a hat trick as he has had some pretty goals here towards the end of this one. Now a 4-goal lead for the side of Jade Rabbits. Apparently there is a fly on Zerf's screen. This man plays in a literal basement, so I would not doubt that for a second. Zerf taken to the air as Nate. A great touch. Denies Zerf the air dribble. Good flick over the top by Kip. 1v1 as he pots the open net instead. Kip doing a good job trying to keep his team in it with 1:16 left. So 6-3. Krakens trying to mount a comeback here. As Kip. Nice 50. That one going to go the length of the field. Nate up for it. Can't get the double off the backboard. And Zenzar looking to push this one out. Kip on the far side of the field. Zenzar cuts it back. Looks for the shot on. And Kip with a big save. Zerf not done yet. Off the sidewall. Back out in front. Zerf fakes the initial touch. Off the crossbar. Still there. And Zenzar able to bury it. But relentless shots here from the side of Jade Rabbits. Kip tried to do all he could to get that block on the shot. Delayed his flip. And not able to get a touch on it.
And Nate just was stuck with 0 boots. All he could do was double jump.
Nate Insane. Up the side wall. Looks for a pinch down on the ground. As he's able to steal the boost. And now Kraken going to start their rotation. Nate back out in front of the goal. Kraken, a great individual effort there by Nate. Grabbed the initial boost. Had a hard shot for the side of Jade Rabbits to save in the first place, forced their defense across. And credit to him, a nice follow-up. And not giving up hope yet, as still a 3-goal deficit, but have been able to score, building some momentum here at the end of this one.
And there's definitely time they can get going.
Zenzar, a clear down the field. He'll take a shot to the side while out in front. Zerf just going to peel off as 2 men down the field. To the side of Kraken has Nate on far side in Zerf. And great challenge as he sends it the length of the field. 1v1. Nate. A good back block as Kip tries to maintain some control. Beats one 2v1 scenario. Over to Nate. fakes the initial touch, tries to put it back mid to Kip, and he'll take the shot short side off the side. And Kip again off the sidewall again, and Kraken cannot put it in, and finally Kip able to score it, but a little too late with 1 second left on the clock. Kraken still able to build some momentum at the end of this one. Score at 2 apiece as we head into game 4.
That's very unfortunate. Shot after shot is just wasting the time, and every shot they miss.
So Jade Rabbits really running away with this one as Zerf starting to find his groove, starting to find his paces. Him and Zenzar have started to link up for a few more passing plays. You see it, 4 assists here in this one. But 7 goals for the side of Jade Rabbits, as they were the ones controlling the pace of play in this game by far, as Kraken had been the team to kind of control it for their first 2 games. They had taken some great initial touches, had taken control, and forced a lot of the passes that Jade Rabbits were having a tough time dealing with. But Jade Rabbits this time wasting no expense as Zerf has gone off the wall. 3 goals for him. Zenzar with 4. But Zerf, he won with 5 saves as well, as his decision making this game has been extremely good. A few of those scenarios were 2v1 challenges that he was able to kind of sew up on the other end. And Zenzar, credit to him, has been getting goal after goal because of the nice challenges that Zerf provides him. He was able to get these 1v1 scenarios where he can take that shot on the net from point blank range and has not missed with his placement thus far. So Jade Rabbits now up in this series 2-1 as Kraken trying to tie it up again as we head into game 4.
Basically, every single time Zerf has a ball on the wall with boost, it's been basically a goal, whether it's for him or Zenzar.
Yeah, and Kraken gonna have to force this play back into the middle of the field like they had the first 2 games. Zerf is so good when he gets to the outside, when he can get up those walls, get some of those aerials, and we saw it where he was forcing those 50-50 balls in the midair as he tries to get back to this one. Kip is going to rush this one down that sidewall. He'll split the uprights and look for an inside pass, and Zenzar, a great demo, but Nate takes it away. Far side shot that Zerf is able to touch pass aside. Zerf. And again, Zerf has done this multiple times now, has made that man miss. A shot to the short side and in. So we talked about this earlier, where Zerf no longer trying to dribble it on the ground. He takes to the air, forces that commit from that last defender, and if he makes you miss, he will put that shot on and in like he just did.
He scores from ridiculous angles like we saw last game. You cannot leave this guy with the ball.
So Nate trying to rush down that one as Zenzar gets a nice 50 along. Zerf looking for maybe a lead pass, takes the shot instead. Zenzar gonna look for the follow-up as he steals both boost pads. So good initial play there by the side of Jade Rabbits. Kip, quick follow-up and an in as Nate, with the initial challenge, forces Zerf's hand with this touch as he cuts back to the outside. So good team communication there by Kraken to set that play up. This one up the sidewall. Nate takes it down the corner. Zerf tried to demo him as he came in, and Nate, well, 0 boost in a dream, is just going to rotate out and let Kip challenge. Zerf going to follow back with this one. Pays for it with his life as Zenzar, the lone man back, just trying to buy time for Zerf to respawn. Grab some of these big boost pads as he is now 1v1 against Kip. Kip, touch to the sidewall, back out in front. Zenzar, big bump, but Kip able to send it across, and Nate now going to be able to exert some control. Nate gets a reset, but Zenzar, a good challenge at the point of contact right at the ground. Zenzar has been starting to read these passing lanes to the side of Kraken more and more as we see Zerf find one as well. He'll take a shot, angle in, and Jade Rabbit starting to exploit the passing game that Kraken had really made a bit of havoc with in the first 2 games. So Jade Rabbit's turning their advantage and maybe a little bit of a weakness here in game 4.
Hey, Zenzar's definitely taking over the role of he's just there now. He's letting Zerv be everywhere, and then Zenzar's just there.
Zenzar, 2 big 50s, and Zerf. Good touch over one, but Kip with a follow-up. Zenzar, open net opportunity. Is Zerf just going to steal it away? And Zerf has the hat trick here. As Zenzar setting this play up. Bad manner there by Zerf. As he steals that one away from Zenzar.
After he worked so hard after those 250s.
Zenzar sitting here with 154 points saying, man, just let me have a goal. Nate. Oh, great initial fake. Good play downfield as Kip gets the hit on Zerf, but able to recover in time. So Kraken starting to try and stick with their same game plan from game 1, where it's just bump Zerf, harass him as much as you can downfield, but it's not going to matter as he finds the angle anyway. Picturesque pass from the side of Zenzar.
If you aren't on Zerf, then you're getting scored on. It's that simple. If you take your eyes off him for a second, the ball's in your net.
Yep. Face-off win. Nate here now with a chance. Looking to go up over top and picturesque placement again. Both these teams have done no wrong with their shot placement thus far as Nate takes it to the roof as he goes up on Zerf. Nate. Good face-off win again, and Krakens have been good in the face-off circle here tonight. As a initial fake as Kip, I'm sure he wanted to just tap that one down as he did have Nate out in front. This rebound might be on net, out in front. Zerf gets the bump on Nate, but nothing on the ball as a pass across. Nate, as Kip on the far side, still tries to go through Zenzar as him and Zerf stack the pads. Kip going north-south. Zenzar challenge out in front, open net, tries to pre-flip across, but did not have any amount of boost to get back to it. Zenzar still trying to stick with it as Kip has no boost. Able to get a small pad, looks for the pinch mid. Nate on his rotation. Zerf, this one left out in front, miscommunication from the side of Jade Rabbits, and Kraken able to capitalize. That one left out in front for maybe a little too long. Zenzar maybe calling for Zerf to go for that ball, but was on that back post rotation. Wasn't sure if he wanted to go out for it or not. And Kraken, that moment of hesitation, they're able to find an open net goal and put themselves within one. A minute 26 left.
That whole play was just chaos.
Zenzar. Far side. Kip gonna look for this. Forces the play back mid, has Nate, far side, makes the initial challenge, looks for the pinch instead, and can't get the touch as Zenzar. Lloyd along the wall, Zerf gets the demo underneath. Zenzar, great air dribble carry, and Nate trying to cut it off on the side. Nate, 1v1 against Zerf. Nate tries to put it far side, Zerf able to get the save as he pitches it off the crossbar. Kip tries for another one, and Zenzar, a long clear. Nate off that side while he's going to look for a play of his own shot, and Zerf able to corral that. Just pushes it to the far side, manages to get the boost as well, and then looks for the breakout play. This one, a waterfall down in front, and Kip able to even the score with 35 seconds left, and Kraken are starting to heat up.
Oh yeah, they're definitely having the momentum now. They're figuring out Zerf and Zenzar, and they're going to punish him.
They've been doing a good job of committing to that initial 50 while it's still in the offensive zone, not letting Zerf get that midfield boost and kind of do what he wants like he's trying to do here. Takes the initial shot on, and now he gets the back pass, and this is where Jade Rabbits can find a lot of their control when they get that midfield boost, when they can start their rotation in with no challenges. And but the big follow-up there as Kip knocks that one down as Zerf tried to rush back and play it to the opposite side. Kip, a perfect read, and Nate, a good follow-up. Kraken have been extremely good about that as the night has gone on. That second man in for the side of Kraken has been pretty much instantaneous all night long. Zerf, one to beat Kip. Initial challenge, and that one buys enough time for Nate to get back across. Kip, 50 to the far side. Zerf, 4 seconds left, still in here. Guys still send the length of the field. One last rush here for the side of Kraken. Kip tries to dunk it back down as Kraken able to take the victory now.
He wanted to keep it up. Kip was not having any of it.
Kip with the hat trick. Doing it all here, and Kraken's made a big rush with the minute 30 left in that game to win this one. Kip especially doing a good job forcing those 50s. One Zerf and Zenzar in the backfield, and Nate with the 2 follow-ups to give Kraken the lead. Really solidified it at the end of that game. Zerf with 4 goals, doing as much as he can. But Kraken ultimately, that team play with their initial challenges, with their positioning on the ball, able to get the dub.
Yeah, they decided that they're like, we're not gonna go demo Zerf anymore. We're just gonna be on him. They literally were just on him. He had no time, no space, no boost. They just made sure he was just locked up.
And credit to Kraken, a lot of those mid boost deals really helped them out that match. Able to get the big pads on the side and then just rotate in, take the small pads throughout the middle of the field. And like we had seen, Zerf trying to air dribble along the sides, did not have enough boost to just take it the length of the field most of the time. Off his defensive transition. So Krakens now with some momentum heading into this game, as Kip and Nate feeling good as they tie this series up at 2 apiece. So guys, this again is a best of 7. So the first team to 4 wins, as Kip, a little bit of a barn burner match. Kip air dribble attempted. Zerf can't get the save, and Kip, great angle as he puts that one on.
Finally got an early goal. Finally got the first one.
Immediately cursing Jade Rabbits in chat. Saying Jade Rabbits got this one. Immediate goal on them. As it's looking like it might go the other way again. Zerf able to steal that big boost pad in time and get a hit out. This save down in the corner. Dangerous ball as Nate was all over that as he screamed in on the offense. Kip tries to take it the width of the field. Great demo from behind by Zenzar to set it up. As Zerf, opposite side, Zerf gonna try tap it back up to Zenzar. What a goal that would have been. As Zerf, long clear out, a little chip and chase pattern as Kip up that sidewall. Zerf just gonna peel off as he goes down the boards. He'll force it back. And this one waits too long. The demo comes out and a transition play for the side of Krakens. So again, we kind of explained this one where if Zerf is in that midfield, they do send that challenge immediately. The follow-up is so quick from Krakens, and that's exactly where they want to be.
After that demo, Zenzar just sit there and was like, yeah, this is over.
Zerf did try and slow that play down a little bit. In a 50, it'll go the way of Kraken, but nobody able to commit in time. Zenzar trying to position himself under it. Nate with a challenge. Kip up for this one. Shot to the backboard. Follow. Back down in front. Zerf just going to wave dash. Tries to push it back in front. And Nate with the challenge as Kip tried to cut his angle off just enough for Nate to come up and challenge him there. So again, Kraken, good communication about where they are on the field, who's challenging when. And making sure to get that follow-up as quick as they can. A big pinch. That one off the post. Back out in front. Chance here for Zerf. It's a foot race. Gets the bump on Kip. But the recovery sends Krakens the other way. Zerf has some time on the boards. Look out. Forces the 2v1, but is saved. That of Kip down to corner. Zenzar trying to cut that one back to the inside. Nate does jump this one over. 2v1. Zerf with a man. Kip back out in front. Zenzar takes the shot. That one off the post as it hits the crossbar. A golden opportunity there for the side of Jade Rabbits. As I feel like Zenzar wants that one back. Had a lot of space to shoot that ball. Cape gonna commit. Takes the shot to the far side. But Nate Not able to get over in time as he doesn't have much boost in the tank. Nate. Sideline to Kip. Zenzar. 50'd out. This one going to waterfall down to the opposite end. Zenzar. With a lot of time. Kip goes up and over one. Zenzar, not much boost left. Tries to force the 50. But Nate able to slam this one deep. Kip. A pinch along the wards. As Zerf. Good read off that sidewall. And now, you see it again. Jade Rabbits trying to exploit these sides of the field. Not wanting to go into the middle where they can kind of get trapped. They like that option to be able to take that up the wall. Force it into an aerial situation where Zerf has been so good. And Zenzar. Back down the corner. Tries to push it mid. Now look out. Kraken looking to go the other way. Nate hops over him, but underneath Zenzar gets a good touch as he disrupts Nate and Sanford trying to dribble that. Gets underneath his car after an initial pop to mess up his dribble. And again, Zenzar doing a good job initially challenging, getting into some of these passing lanes that Kraken are trying to exploit and making sure they can dribble as much as they have been these past 4 games. Zerf against Kip, cuts it outside, and Kip with a great shadow defense. Able to send that one away, but Zenzar keeps this one in. Looks for the shot out in front. Zerf shot short side, and Kip with a huge save. As Zerf not giving up on the play yet, and Zenzar right there to accompany him. Kip looking far side. Zenzar just take this big boost and say, how do you do? Kip back down, shot that Zerf able to turn aside. Zenzar, lead pass up to Zerf. Finds the angle, shot on, and Kip plays this one perfectly over to Nate, who will send it across that midfield line. Zerf hammers this one to corner. Kip, good positioning, but Zerf trying to get back down to it. Gets a touch as Nate will saddle that one over him. Zenzar waffles it off the boards as it's a chance for Nate to try and center here. Maybe a little solo play as Kip is back on that midfield boost. Zerf, 1v1, gets the touch, gets the demo, back out, gets the pump as well, and Nate late to that ball because of it. Zenzar try to flick that one to the far side. With 26 seconds left, Jade Rabbit need another goal to tie this one up. Zerf. Touch across the front of his net. Nate, great boost steal there. As he realized Zerf. Lead pass broken up as Zenzar tried to send it over to Zerf. Kip with a chance for the dagger, and he puts it in. And Kraken, patience is a virtue. Kept calm, made sure to just not give him any sort of big commit where they can go down the field at the end of the game with those 20 seconds. And it pays off here as Jade Rabbit's forced to get aggressive as they were trying to score that goal, and Kraken make them pay.
Oh, yeah. This game, they just decided to not give Zerf any boost or space and demo him. They're
And
doing everything.
Krakens now,
Oh,
with a
my.
chance to close it out in Game 6, this series has come down to the wire for the most part. Both of these teams kind of trading games back and forth, but Krakens looking like they might have finally figured out Jade Rabbits, but these shot totals trying to tell a different story. Zerf, not a lot of high-quality chances that game. And Zenzar pretty much shut out completely this game as Kip and Zerf trying to do battle at the top of the leaderboard. Kip, 3 goals, 3 saves. And Zerf, the lone goal for Jade Rabbits, but 6 shots as he was trying to put the team on his back a little bit.
If you're Zerf, you have to just find out how you're gonna get past this, because they're literally gunning for him. Every challenge, every demo it's all on Zerf.
So they can either try and do some shenanigans where they're going down the side of the field with those air dribbles and force that last defender up like we had seen Zerf do 1 or 2 times throughout this series, or they can try and shorten up their passes, try and make that first man commit. It's a little more risky because they can take that 50-50 the other way, but the plus side is they do get a 2v1 where they can try and go for a bumper demo play on that last defender. So Jade Rabbits, let's see what kind of strategy they go with here as they are on match point. Must-win game for them as Krakens with the 3-2 series lead as we head into Game 6. Surf on the faceoff. Zenzar sends this one back down. Surf, far side, trying to set Zenzar up, but Kip a nice touch deep to corner. Surf takes the initial touch, but again, the second man in from Kraken has been so effective. Now, look out, Surf, 1v1 against Nate. Backboard read, out in front, shot on and in, as Surf barely sneaks it by as Kip had that back challenge, but a great initial effort there by Jade Rabbits.
Definitely the way they wanted to start this game.
Like you said, that first goal is so crucial, especially in these high-level games where defenses tend to be as stingy as ever. Getting one early in those first 30 seconds, definitely a morale booster for the side of Jade Rabbits. As Kip, not doing much with that, able to get another 50 on it, but Zenzar over as Nate touches this one down. Kip looking for a demo play as he frees up some space there for Nate. Kip fakes the wave dash. He'll take it down instead. Forces a 50 right back into Nate's car. Nate, a flick over top. Look out, 2v1. Nate shot far side and Zerf. He's able to turn this one back, but Kip, a pinch down. Looks for a doozy out in front. Can't get the shot away as Zenzar steps into him. Zenzar, little barrel roll around as he runs out of boost. Nate, 50 up the sidewall. Zerf's just going to await that touch as he wins a nice 50 to corner. Has Zenzar in mid. Big pass out in front. Kip out in front of Zenzar with nowhere to go for Kip. Cuts off the angle, puts it in. But what a play by Zerf. Waits out Kip's initial air dribble, gets that touch to corner, and forces it mid. And again, that's the exact play that Jade Rabbits wants.
Oh, yeah. If Zerf's on that sidewall, then you almost just got to be like, everyone go to net because this ball is going in the goal.
Zerf. Free ball up for Kip as Zenzar able to get a piece of it. Kip tries to cut this one back inside. What an angle as Zerf finds the save. Nate, sidewall, read underneath and a shot. And again, this is the exact place that Kraken want to be. Right in the middle of the field, getting redirects off the wall, forcing Zerf to commit. And Zenzar, 1v1 scenario. Kip, excellent placement shot underneath. And Kraken now within one.
Oh, that was definitely textbook play by Krakens.
Nate, long shot out in front. Big bump on Zerf by Kip. And Nate Insane ties it up. I was just going to say, look for them to accelerate this right off face-off. Going back to their strategy, just trying to take Zerf out of the equation.
It's worked out. If Zerf's on the play, then they seem to really strive.
And 2-2. What a series thus far, Fish, as both of these teams have proven exactly why they're in as Zerf. It's a dish out in front, 2v1. And again, Zerf has been so good in the corners.
Get this man boosting a ball, and it's over.
If he is in a spot to make you miss at all, he will take that shot 99 times out of 100 as Zenzar trying to slow this play up a little bit. Big 45 as Kip gets the save out in front, but the quick follow now by Jade Rabbits, able to put themselves 2-goal buffer. So Kraken's tying the game up relatively quickly, but Jade Rabbits, a fury of shots on net that results in 2 goals as they get that same lead back.
Yeah, they just put the 2 goals away that they lost super quickly. Dang, this is
And another one out in front as Zenzar kind of giving that ball away a little bit. Long shot from Kip. Krakens will transition goal there as there's still 2:46 on the clock. 7 goals have been scored between these two teams.
Not even been half the game yet.
Gets a reset shot on.
Oh
Big dunk by Zerf. What a shot as clip it and rip it. Zerf gets an excellent shot. 2v1 as he dunks it past Kip.
Can't let him do that. You cannot let him have boost and a ball in space. It's over.
Zenzar, the face-off will come to Kip. Zerf gets the read to the backboard. Kip can't nail it down, and Nate gets the angle and in. Kraken not going away, an immediate face-off goal, and they have been great in that particular aspect of their game tonight. Have won a lot of draws on the face-off, and a few goals resulting of it in this series. And now, that exact same play going the way of Jade Rabbits this time around, but Nady, long pinch in. Kip just going to follow through, making sure to try and pressure Zerf as much as he can. Double commit here as Zenzar not going to rush in as Zerf had the boost handled. Zenzar going up over one, looks for the ground pinch past Kip. And Zerf, odd angle shot that Kip has to force. Now Nate, 1v1. Zenzar trying to hold him up. Zerf waits on the line, gets the save, but it's not enough. And Nate Insane ties this game up with 2 minutes left.
Either of these teams are letting up. It's actually crazy. They both want and need this game.
Kraken have scored on these transition goals. When that initial touch comes out off that defender, have gotten some great initial first touches on defense that have really led to those offensive opportunities downfield. Nate, one man to beat, and Zerf able to cut him off as Jade Rabbits getting highly aggressive at the end of this one. Zerf underneath, looks for the reset shot again. But Kraken, fool me once, shame on you. And a long floater in by Kip. Kip, with some time, looks for the ground pinch, wins at 50. Far side to Nate. Zenzar, great read. That one he shot on that Kip's going to have to find. And he will trap this one down, looking to go the other way. Zenzar tried to pressure him with the bump. Now 1v1. Kip, breezy, fakes it, and Zerf finds the save. Great patience there by Zerf. As now it's a transition play the other way. Zerf looking for a center that doesn't come as Nate had a full complemented boost kept in by Zenzar. Zerf, far side. Nate looks for the save. Zenzar back out in front. Kip just has to nail this one up mid. And Zerf plays it right into him. Zerf, maybe a little miscommunication on the side of Jade Rabbits as Zenzar had initially tried to rotate right behind him. This one up. Nate with a chance. Look for a backboard read out in front of Kip. Nobody goes out for the side of Jade Rabbits to challenge as it's right on the net mouth. And maybe thinking that there was going to be a double tap attempt. Kip just slides across from that far side and puts it in. So 26 seconds left. Jade Rabbits on match point need a goal to stay alive in this series. Kip, long shot. Zenzar will send it to corner. Zerf boxed up of that boost pad as Zenzar gets hung up from behind. Look out the other way. Kip gets the redirect back out in front and in. And what a touch as Kip spins out Zenzar underneath, gets the transition goal as Nate will send it up to him. So Kraken, just a great team individual play there as the call out from Nate turns Kip around.
Oh yeah, they're just gonna waste out the clock.
7 seconds left. Need 2 goals to tie it up. Zenzar trying to put it out in front, but this one gonna go the way of Kraken as they're able to equalize their records. 2-1 for both Kraken and Jade Rabbits. But what a play out of Krakens as they kind of topple Zerf there in that last game. 1,000 points for him as he gets 4 goals. But credit to Krakens. A lot of team play, a lot of effort exerted there, especially during the course of the series when they were down in some of those games, trying to transition back. And Kraken's coming in with a decent game plan, control the middle of the field, don't give Zerf any space or time with the ball. And for the most part, definitely worked out here tonight.
They just made sure Zerf could not play. They did everything in their power to make sure he was not on the ball. And it worked out for 4 games.
But credit to the Jade Rabbits. Played extremely well tonight. Again,
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
ask for a better series to start the middle of this week off. Like I said, anyone that knows high level Rocket League can appreciate all the games that were played here tonight. But it is going to be Kraken taking the dub. And now both those teams, like I said, with a record of 2-1, and they have Kraken's going to be in second place now
Oh, yeah.
in their division. And it is
S
top two that qualify in each of the divisions. So there's 4 teams in each of these divisions. Top 2 go to playoffs. So Kraken doing themselves a good favor, getting
Oh, yeah.
past that 500 mark and making sure that they commit fully to try and get into the playoffs as they take a nice dub here tonight against Jade Rabbits. As we
Hopefully
look,
we can get a hopefully we can
so
get another dub.
as we look at week 4, Kraken going to be back at it again, this time versus Raw. And yeah, and Dragons going to be taking on Jade Rabbits next week. Demons versus Archangels. And then the stream game of the week, that best of 7, going to be Tree Folks versus Griffins in our matchup next week. So, guys, always stay tuned to the announcements on the Discord and make sure you tune in next week for that. But I think that is going to be all for us tonight. Fish, thank you for
Oh, yeah.
being my partner in crime, the best co-caster I could ask for. And
S
congrats to your team tonight, man. Definitely
Oh,
pulled it
yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, we'll just burger bet on it next time or something.